everybody. It's Janet of the Network Marketer's Den. And in this episode, we are going to talk about being much more productive. You know, that's one of the things that I'm kind of crazy about is trying to be as productive as possible because, you know, I'm at that stage in my career, and I think it doesn't matter what stage you're at in your career, you'd like to get a lot more done and do it in less time. So today we're going to talk about a few productivity hacks, if you will, to help you to do that. You know, in our business as network marketers, quite frankly, in any business, one of the things we hear as an objection all the time is, I don't have enough time. I can't join the business. I don't have enough time. I can't do more. I don't have enough time. When somebody says to me, I'm so busy, I always agree. You are busy. Can I ask what you're busy doing? And sometimes I think we have to ask ourselves that. When you ask yourselves that, sometimes we hear crickets. You know, we really don't know. We're busy being busy. As my friend Drew Berman says, he was busy being broke. So that's not what we want to do. And I know that is one of the biggest challenges for everybody in all walks of life, is that it's a lack of time. When I ask people, what is it that you could do if you could do one thing to help you to have a more productive business, they always say, I just need to get better at my time management. I need to get better at my time management. Well, my mentor, Bob Proctor, before he passed, always used to say, well, you can't manage time. You can't manage time. Everybody's got the same 24 hours. So what you can manage is you can manage those activities. Manage what you're doing with your time. And you have to be really, really strict with yourself. It's going to take some effort. It's new habits that you have to develop. But the great news is they are easy habits to develop. We've all got that same 24 hours. Why is it that some people can get a lot more done than we can? Why is it that sometimes we can get a lot more done than we normally do? So we all know Elon Musk. I mean, one of the most successful entrepreneurs that there is. And he kind of lives by this 5-minute practice. What can I get done in 5 minutes? What can I get done in 5 minutes? He thinks in 5-minute chunks. Now, I'm a huge believer in chunking. I have always done that. And I look at it this way. I can stay focused for a short period of time. I think we all do. We've all, got the squirrel syndrome, as they say. We go from here to here to here because there's so many things going on. But I use a little different approach. I look at 15 minutes. I can do anything for 15 minutes. I challenge myself every single day. For 15 minutes, you're going to spend 15 minutes a day and you're going to straighten out the kitchen. You're going to straighten out the closet. I don't want to do it any longer than that. And what I literally do is I will set a timer on my phone because I stay very, very focused. Now, I also do that when it comes time to working on my email for 15 minutes. That's all I want to do. And I'll just buzz right through it. I'm not scrolling, believe me. If I want to spend 15 minutes a day on my social media, it's just a short period of time. And when I stay uber focused, I'm going to tell you, I get a lot done. So if you have 15 minutes, everybody's got 15 minutes a day. And if you're very, very intentional, you can literally grow your business in 15 minutes a day. That's one of the things that I teach and I really focus on. But you have to be intentional. And maybe you've got a few 15-minute chunks. That's what you want to do. But don't think about, I've got to do all this all day long. No, I can do anything for 15 minutes. I think about it is like if I'm going on vacation. Have you ever noticed how much you can get done if the next day you're going to be gone? Imagine if you work like that all the time. The second thing that I find works really well, kind of going along with this 15 minutes, is that if I chunk the tasks, in other words, I'm just going to work on email. or I'm just going to do my follow-up with people. I'm just going to do 15 minutes of posting. Whatever it is, I have found that when I set that timer, I'm so focused that I get a lot done. And you know what? I don't have to change gears. I guess for me, that's probably more of it than anything. So doing the 15 minutes of anything and doing it all at once, chunking it out and just stay focused on one thing. And man, I'll tell you, I just live by that timer. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if my timer went off right now. Now, this next hack, I have to admit, I haven't done it. But before I got on the podcast today, I thought, you know what? Get into your calendar and do this and change it. It's keeping a day free, one whole day. Now, maybe you're not working a full 8 hours, whatever it is, keep a time free. And I use the Calendly system, and I know many of you use your own, but I have people that I send them my link, they schedule their own. And here's what I did, like many people do, is I have Monday through Friday open for meetings. And some days it's crazy and other days it's not. You know, I've got a full free day, and then lo and behold, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I've got a meeting. And I'm, got to be honest, I'm not always in that frame of mind. So what I had just did is I've taken my calendar and I said, on this particular day of that week, I will not schedule any meetings. I won't go to meetings. I won't schedule any meetings. I won't have any outside things. That is my day. And I will use that day to schedule new meetings for the rest of the week, the following week, because you know what? I got to have meetings on my books to help grow my business. So I'll be scheduling meetings. I will do follow-ups. I will do all of those admin type of things. But honestly, my admin things, as should yours, really are geared towards growing your business. So, it's hard. I have to tell you, it's really, really hard because you want to be available to people. Oh, I'm available whenever they need me. But if you think about when you call the doctor's office, they've got limited hours. Stores have limited hours. Your hours should be limited. And when you're working, you want to be book solid. That is such a great feeling. But in order to do that, you have to keep a day free. Now, in my particular case, I would like to say that I will always do that on Fridays, but stuff happens. So I will look far enough ahead and I'll make it another day. But that's usually the day that I like to do it. So that's where I do a lot of the prep work for the meetings the next week. I get myself ready for the next week. So, but it truly is an admin/planning day, and I avoid any meetings that day of any sort. So, it's a discipline thing. I know it's a discipline thing for me. And somebody say, oh, can you talk on this day? And I go, sure. And then I look at my calendar and I'm going, oh, what did I do? So you have to find a way. And if you can't do a whole day, at least do a 4-hour period. You'll need that time if you're serious about your business to be able to plan it. I've always said, if I don't like my schedule, most of the time, I really don't have anybody to blame but myself. So, I practice, I need to practice what I preach, which is sometimes say no. You don't have to tell people why you're not available. Just say, I'm not available. But keep one day, one afternoon, one morning, whatever it is, free from any meetings. And then when it comes time to actually attend your meetings, you're all set to go. And it's the same way. You're doing everything all at once, prepping for a meeting, because quite frankly, most meetings are very similar. So those two things really kind of go hand in hand. So finally, the Pareto rule. We've all heard of it, the Pareto principle. Maybe you know it is the 80-20 rule. We know this. We know this inside and outside, but why don't we practice it? We all know that 80% of our results, of our productivity, 80% of our, or 20% of our customers will bring in 80% of the results. So it's 80-20. 20% of what we do brings in 80%. So why is it that we spend 80% of our time on the 20% of the results? It really doesn't make any sense. It needs to be flip-flop. When you think of your distributors, you should be spending, if you're reaching out to distributors, you should be spending 80% of your time with those distributors that are going to bring you the earnings. Okay, not 80% of your time with the folks that don't do anything. Spend your time with people that will bring you the results that you're looking for. You want to spend time on things that will get you the results. But see, we all like to check off the list. We make this big to-do list and we like to check, I got this done and this done and this done and this done. And you really didn't get anything done that will get you the results that you want. Okay, but you might be thinking, I can't spend 80% of my time doing this or 20. But what if you took 20% of your time and were really, really focused? Now, let me give you an example of that. So let's say that you can only devote an hour a day to your business, only an hour of your day. Now, I know most of you can do 2 hours, but let's say it's only an hour. Okay, now it's not quite 20%, but what I'm saying is that if you've only got an hour and you got everything done in an hour, make sure that your first 15 minutes are spent on things that are going to give you the results that you want. What most people do, though, is they'll save that 15 minutes to the end. No, you can't. You got to do the important stuff first. Okay, so really, really important. And if you're not sure what's important, I'm going to tell you what's important. You've got to be talking to people, talking to new prospects, talking to your current team members to help them to move their business, which in turn will move your business. Okay, so if you're not sure, before you do something, I mean, kind of slow down to speed up here. What I will say is, if I do this, will it help me to get closer to my goal? If the answer is no, you shouldn't be doing it. Okay, all of that other stuff can wait, but 80-20. Remember, 20% of what you do is going to give you 80% of your results. So make sure that those 15-minute chunks are focused on things that are going to make a big difference in your business. It's like I said earlier, if you worked all the time like you were going on vacation, it's amazing what you can get done. It's for me, it's like the only time my desk is really, really clear because I want to come back and I want to have a nice clean slate and ready to go. So 15 minutes is really, really crucial. I think it's a big deal, but spend that 20% on things that you can be very, very productive, and make sure you do them first, and you'll always be ahead of the game, I should say. So if you want to know more about how to use your time wisely, how to take 15 minutes and grow your business using the different techniques, I've got a free course. It's all in the show notes. You can sign up for it. It is literally free. You can also call me if you want to set up some time, and we can figure out the 1 or 2 things that you can do that are part of your 80-20 rule, that are part of staying focused, and you will always win. But remember this, it takes the discipline, it takes the desire, and when you have the right goal in front of you, it is amazing how focused you can stay when you know the right techniques. So this is Janet Metzger of the Network Marketer's Den. I look forward to hearing from you and talking to you in the next episode. So here's to you achieving all your dreams and goals, and I'll see you on the side of success.